looks flat as well. Yeah, it's on. Just make sure you can hear me. Cool. Right. Anyway, hi folks, you joined me. KSP. Let me just plug my phone in this door. Space program, fantastic. It's got me hooked. Really, really good. Obviously, a lot of physics involved in it, a lot of learning. Once you've learned, you can apply it to a lot of different things within the game. It's taken me probably the best part of 40 years. It's in game time. So obviously sped up in time to get to this position in the universe. And this is Eeloo. That's how you pronounce it. E-E-L-O-O. Now when I first started, everything I'd done was done by hand. Absolutely everything. So it was all worked out by myself. And then I looked up this thing online. Some of the well, what it was a mod, and the mod showed me the textures for the landscape. Otherwise, this was basically just a barren landscape you're looking at just now. I thought, well, that was a really cool mod, so I'm going to have a look at other mods. And it turns out that this one, Mech Jeb, this one up here, it helps you do some manoeuvres. Now for me to rendezvous with this, from takeoff, it's about an hour and a half doing it manually. Takeoff, orbit, align the planes, then do the Hoffman manoeuvre, then final approach, and eventually docking, at least an hour and a half. Now, because came to the outer universe with this is my Galaxy Explorer, I think this is Mark 4, and I've also got a space station which is fully fuel, and it kind of moves around with me. So what we do is we travel the universe, and this Galaxy Explorer is equipped to do some mining. It's got like fuel tanks, it's got a small buffer for ore, and it's got some mining equipment on it and landing kit. Plenty of radiators and solar panels, and that allows me to refuel up that and the space station. So currently, MechJeb is aligning this up with this is called Biggin, because it's basically just a big fuel tank and some sciencey things. So I didn't realise I had. My science was full. Because I got to Eeloo, I mean the science is ridiculous here, there's so much. And this is a really interesting planet. This is probably the most interesting one I've seen so far. We've landed on several on the way out, just to refuel. Just talk you through the manoeuvres, I can go do this thing. Well, obviously we started on Kerbin, which is here, way in there, which is long way away. Then we jumped out to Duna and landed. Initially I landed on Duna, but that was a mistake because it's got an atmosphere. So I went to Ike, which doesn't have an atmosphere, and it's got some ore, so we managed to refuel everything there. That was a very close landing, I had practically nothing left. From Ike we went to Dres. Dres is absolutely rubbish for ore. It's about 1%, so it took me ages to refuel everything. Anyway, from Dres we skipped Joule and went straight to Eeloo. The cross orbit's here, so I thought, well, if I go to Eeloo first, that's on the outer orbit of everything, and then I'll head back via Joule Now Jules got a lot of things to see, so let me just skip to Jewel. Jewel, yeah, there we go. Now the planet Jewel itself, I don't actually know what it is. It says it's got an atmosphere, but I don't know if I can land on it or not. I mean, it's more of a sun than a planet, so we'll try it. And also we have Lathe. I would really like to see Lathe. Lathe looks pretty cool. There it is. Now that's going to be quite a difficult landing. It's probably 95% water, but I think I'll land somewhere on there. Some interesting places. And also Val has captured my attention. But Val has not got an atmosphere, but Lathe does have an atmosphere. So what I did is I kind of thought I was going to be landing in places with atmospheres, but because I left Biggin and Minmus Lander 4, or Galaxy Explorer 4, left a long time ago before I'd unlocked all my science. So there's a few things I didn't put on this. One of them would have been nice, maybe the radioactive, oh sorry, the radioactive rockets engines. So, well, parachutes would be a good idea into the atmospheres. I totally overlooked that. That's probably for Mark 5, but I don't know if there will be a Mark 5 because this is just so far away just now. This one took off and left Biggin. I think it is. Oh, that sounds quite long. I'm not sure why it says that. But if we go to Biggin, which you'll see shortly, you'll see that that's been going for the best part of 40 years. So it's just matching velocities just now. And like I say, I would have done all these manoeuvres, and because I've done it all previous to this, before MechJeb, if anything goes wrong, I know it's going to go wrong. I can take it. But this is like an autopilot. So if anything did go wrong, like I say, I would be able to take over because I did learn the hard way to start. And we actually got all the way to Dres before using MechJeb. So anyway, I'm going to take it again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change some controls. So we've matched velocities and orbits, and then I'm going to jump across to this one, and I will go, just point it in actually, oops, that'll be radial in, and then I'll save Galaxy Explorer coming around, so just point it in the way it's actually meant. It's only 0.1 meters a second, so it's got a long time before it joins. Now there is only one empty fuel tank on this, and it's this one. So what I'll do is to keep balancing, empty some of this into this fuel tank, and then this one can keep the rest of the fuel. Keep the rest of the fuel, and as this one lightens, we'll transfer it across. As this will transfer across. Which is, I'm not sure I can do it yet, but fine. Physics works funny sometimes. There we go, that'll do. Asking it to maintain stability now. RCS off. Right, cool. And what I'll do now is it's already targeted on the big one. So I will put docking autopilot. So it's going to dock with the big one, transfer some fuel. So it doesn't need any of these engines, it's just using the RCS lifters. You can see there's loads of one there. And it travelled from Dres to Dres to Eeloo, used about half the one. But I've got loads here, and the big one, you'll see it's got even more, and we used about half all of this. 4 sides. Now you notice it's also got old tanks. That was a long time ago. I wouldn't put them on it now because when it's ore, it's converted to fuel. And probably one of those fuel tanks, or oil tanks, probably 2 actually, would fill that much fuel tanks. So if I was doing it again, I would just make it one big fuel tank. If it was too heavy, I would leave this one empty, this one's full, and then it could get filled when it's in orbit. But you live and learn. They're all empty just now, they're all about half a ton each, so it's extra weight that I don't really want, but I'm getting stuck with it now. It's pretty cool playing this game. Got over probably about 150 hours on it. Pretty good fun. The mech jeb again is, I found a few things in mech jeb are pretty good, but there's a few things that are not quite so good. Landing is not quite so good. Things you've got to watch out for that. It just tries to land on a flat surface, and surfaces aren't always flat. So bright down there, over there, sure. But obviously you see the contours, and we're up 50 kilometres just now, so it's 60 kilometres just now. And it doesn't look too bad, but when you get on the surface it's quite bumpy. This one's not as bad as Dres. Dres is exceptionally bumpy. So that one, there's only one really aborted landing. Jib aborted landing because it just wasn't really getting it, but I'd seen it happen in advance, so it stopped it happening. So that mentioned was quick, it was just saved me probably an hour and 15 minutes. Just doing it like this because it is so quick, you know, so there's not a lot of physics things happening in the background. A lot of mathematics happening in the background for firing RCS lifters. And it's very, very quick. You can see the distance to the docking axis is 0.14. It takes me best part of half an hour to get it done. And it's done in 2-3 minutes. Sorry, it's done in less than that, that's just lining it up to dock. To line it up probably takes me best part of half an hour. And then to dock is this final approach, once you're lined up, is a couple of minutes. But you've still got to keep it on target, and that's what this is doing. So it sees an error on the Z axis, and it will fix that. And it's a point, and then it says 15 centimetres out, so it's so close. And it will have that at 0 before you dock. Much easier. But I'm glad I've done it by hand to start with, because kind of if I didn't do that to start with, I wouldn't know if I was going to make a mistake. And it's also good to know exactly what Jeb is doing. I can tell what it's going to do before it's doing it, and know what I'm expecting it to do before it does it. That's pretty good fun, isn't it? And I don't just rely on it because I don't want it as well, so especially transfer between units. But docking is that's really, really useful. I've probably done about 20 or 30 docks before I found big jet docks. No, maybe 20 docks. once you dock, you'll actually see how long this thing's been going. Which is about 40 years. So once it docks, it'll become one. And I don't use a dock, I use a app. So what you do is kind of correctors. Initially docking works well. It was hard work with something as big as this. So I've got a docking with level 1 and grab another. And all you do is just touch it and then you slip it out. It's a bit more fun. Only problem with that is it tends to rotate slightly if this is overweight full of fuel and this is full blast and start to get a bit empty. This gets a bit spicy for us. So it does rotate. We are very close. There we go, we're now one. Cool. So it's... Oh no, it's... wait a minute, if I control it from somewhere else. It's not enjoying this. Let's just see. It's running very slow for some reason. It doesn't normally run as slow as this. Something's happened. Right, anyway, I'll just control from here. So because I'm streaming as well, but something this size, a lot of physics going on here, so it finds it a bit more difficult. Anyway, before I scoot actually, I was going to move around the planets, but not obviously this. What I'll do is I'll go back to the tracking station, put MechJeb off, back to the Space Center and tracking station, or something bad's happened. Oh no, there we go, back at tracking station. And let's have a look at other things I've got. I'll show you my space station. That one. Now you can see there's loads of them in this. Loads of different things I'm mucking about with and mining and stuff. And this is where it all started actually. When I took off, I didn't land them in this initially. It docked with a space station to get fuel, because this was full. And then from there it kind of headed round the solar system. Quick save, because sometimes the physics in this is a bit funny. This is huge. Yeah, this has got a lot. These will all be full. Transmit science. I think I've just got the one there. Yeah. This was landers that I'd created, so this is like Mark 1, Mark 2 landers. I think we're up to Mark 4 now. And these had mining abilities as well. Totally useless having the ore because it's much better to convert it to fuel and just carry it as fuel. But you still need all the solar panels and radiators. And it looks cool just as part of the space station now, because it's got loads of solar panels and radiators. But don't use that anymore, the convertertron. And this is totally empty now because all of the fuel in this went into the big one, which is now Eeloo. Sun, pretty close. Eeloo is long, well, that way. Long way away. Anyway, back to the Space Center, and I'll show you one of my initial windless landers. Like, I think it was Mark 5, I changed it to something else. So if I do Mark 4, yeah, Mark 4, there was another one, Mark 4, but I forgot to put an antenna on it, so that one is gone. I binned it. This Mark 4 This is for travelling around Minmus. It's got everything it needs. And it looks pretty damn good. And also, this flag is the North Pole on Minmus. That is 00. The reason I know that is because right underneath the nose here, I can get coordinates. It's actually moved slightly, but the flag is exactly 00. And these engines can take it off as well, and it's perfectly balanced as well, so it helps. Some lights on this for when we're at the dark side of Minmus, but we're just about to go to the dark side of Minmus now, which is pretty cool. Anyway, that'll do just now. I'll catch you later.